All right. Listen up. Listen up, my black people, my black people. I'm not gonna say African American. No, throw that out the window. My black people, Native American descent, Latino descent, whatever, right? I need you to listen up. Here's some real information. You're not gonna get this on your white media, your whitewashed media, as I say. Look, it's February officially now. I'm not doing it because it's officially February. That's just the coincidence, the irony of it, whatever you want to call it. Humorous, if you will, right? But you know what? As we take this time to look back on our leaders, and I was watching uh, this new woman I just subscribed to anyway, on YouTube. Basically, like this revolutionary, stuff, and I get it, right? I've been there. My black people, listen, I've been there. I know you can't see me. I'm sorry. It's literally 2:11 a.m. and all lights are off. Ugh. At the end, I'm gonna get up, turn it on, alright? So you can see me, so it's not too weird, okay? So you can know I'm actually a real person, all that kind of stuff, right? Anyway, I get it, right? I've been there too. You get tired of the revolutionary thing. You get tired of hearing it. Like Dr. Mar Johnson, his school, where is it, right? I mean, where's all this money going towards, and where's the proof of it? Where's the receipts? Document something, right? Right? So I get it, Dr. Mar Johnson, the Hebrew Israelites, okay? So you're out here chanting, margin, reading scriptures, but what's really going to change? Like, what is that really doing? Like, what are we doing right now? And fine. Even a Ghazi video, he's pointing out Ghazi Kodzo, so I know, automatically. Some people are turned away. I get it because again, we get so tired of the revolutionary thing because we can, we talk about change and maybe we go about it this way. Okay, we go about it another way. This group does another way. But see, we still look around and we're still stuck. We're stuck in this whitewashed world, and what happens? We're not happy. We're not happy, my people. We understand this. So you get tired of the revolutionary bullshit too, because it's like a part of you is like, number one, you realize how long ahead of you the road is. The more you get into, the more increments and levels. Like first, maybe your first attempt is like when you resist, the pigs, or when you, I don't know, when you challenge soldiers. Maybe like you set up like this whole blockade. Like you get that powerful, right? Like you set up like a blockade to stop soldiers from invading other. Well, let me tell it as it is, colonizing other, you know, indigenous people of their lands and things like that. Like our people out in the African area and things like that. African area and certain Middle Eastern parts. Fine, fine. It depends on like the different levels and increments you get on, right? So I get it. You realize how long ahead it is for you. You realize like the long road ahead, and like Ghazi said, it's gonna. Dr. Moore said there's gonna like a lot of revolutionaries. There's gonna be some bloodshed. Okay, it can't just be this. Yeah, we're just gonna march and let's smile on the camera. Let's okay, what smile for the white kids and white folks at home who are watching us, looking at us, and laughing at us anyway. Because that's what they do. They laugh at us. We're a freak show, as Ghazi said. It's cute. Whatever. It's typical. We need to stop doing these things and expecting different results. That's our problem. We want to, what did your mother tell you? It's like that kid who keeps getting, picked on by bullies. You keep going to the teacher. Excuse me, they just took my pencil. They just taken my pencil. Oh, okay, I'll just go back to my seat. Go up to the teacher again. Excuse me, they just pushed me. Okay, I'll go back to my seat. I'm sorry for bothering you. I'm so sorry. Excuse me, they just did. Okay, how many times are you gonna do that? That kid who finally they keep getting kicked in the stomach enough at school. They keep, swirlies or pants, whatever. What's the other thing? What is that? Like when you yank their underwear up? I can't remember what it's called right now. When you yank their underwear up and like it hurts them. Anyway, it's supposed to be really tight. I can't remember for some reason. Um, how many times that have to happen before that kid finally shows up with a gun, and then you want to look at that kid like they're crazy, like you wonder why. How many times does a slave have to keep getting beaten until that slave fucking rises up, and then finally shoots that cracker in the fucking head, and then other whites, oh well, we really have a reason to kill your black ass now. Because you're supposed to not get out of line, nigger, nigga, whatever one Negro they want to say. It's all the same. You think these white boys, white women are sitting there, they're not saying that out of endearment? Oh yeah, you my nigga. No. You look at them in the face and you go right along with that shit. You smile with them. They are more happy that they can say it and not get punched, not get their ass handed to them. That's what they're so rejoiced about. They're not like, oh my god, I'm so excited about whatever the hell I'm, in the moment pretending to be excited about. No, I can say this. My Nick, oh, and guess what? Nothing happens. It's silent, it's quiet. Because you literally hand everything to them. How many times are you going to keep being nice? We want to keep, you just talk how they want you to talk. You dress in their fucking white polos and they're these weird, like, what are those things called? Sperry's. And you do this, you do, what, ugly ass looking shoes. You do, you dress like them. You walk like them. You talk like them. And no, it doesn't get you anywhere. You get into the right universities, the right spaces. You get the fucking, you get a promotion if if you simp enough for massa, right? Uh, we know this. Us blacks who've been placed in those AP honors classes, we know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're placed in those classes with them. You still feel it. You feel that. You feel that overwhelming feeling. You automatically straighten up when they walk in. You want to say every single big fucking dictionary word correctly. And you better, whenever you raise your hand, you better say every little thing right. You better have every answer right. And guess what? It doesn't matter because if you get one answer wrong, they go automatically, I knew it. Shoot you down. Yo, stupid black ass. That's what you feel. Dang it, I couldn't be 100% perfect for these white folks. That's what we really feel. Or two, if you get everything right, well, then you must be a suck-up bitch. And they still laugh at you because guess what? They know the secret. They know you're trying so hard to be, quote, like them, catch up to them. That's what it is. You're playing catch up. They know that, so they still laugh at you on the side. Oh, they'll call you a stuck up bitch, right? You think that you're trying to be perfect. We have to try 50 times as hard as them to get into the same fucking white university and shit, and we still never amount to as much as they end up. Oh, well, you didn't work hard enough. No, it is not that. It is not that. Oh, I get it. Oh, just keep looking at us like we're crazy. We don't know anything. Just stupid nigger. That's all we get. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you how many times for, that kid has to be, kept kicked, and hit at school before he finally brings a gun. He lets loose on all those motherfuckers, even ones who had nothing to do with it. Right? Or just maybe the people who had something to do with it. Yeah, yeah, fine. But let's keep it, kind of moderate or whatever. Right? Let's keep it a controlled circumstance, but for real. You want to look at us like we're crazy because you just want us to keep being soft and overrun and gentle. I'm telling you, I'm living in that situation right now. All these tone policings and everything that these typical Esau emulators are doing is the same thing. It's the same little tricks, but I call them out in their bullshit when I spill when I put some truth out there, they don't want to hear it. They yell talk at me, they interrupt, they tell me how to say and what to say and how I should be and all this crap and what I think, what my next move should be. I'm telling you, it's disgusting. And they want to lie about, no, I don't. I didn't touch it. No, that's not what I think at all. I didn't say that. Yes, you did. You can hear them just a few seconds ago. No, I didn't say that. Yeah, they just lying. That's all they lie. I'm willing to believe that Esau and Jacob story. You were just liars. You were devils in the flesh. I was never meant to walk among you as my brother. We're both the same. We're all of human race. No. No. I'm gonna tell you. Filled with lies. And as we look back on our leaders, think about it. Our leaders, the ones we have to look up to, either they're dead, they're on death row, or they're exiled. Ghazi said it. Come on now, they're dead. You want to talk about MLK and Malcolm X? They're dead. My black people at 9 minutes, 9:09, well 9:10, 9:11, okay, whatever. Basically 9:15. I'm gonna tell you 9:15. Here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna tell you. We need to stop looking back on what they've done then. Well, MLK and our leaders back in the day and all this. No. What are we doing right now, my black people? This is our history. We don't, first of all, I don't know about you, but like I was saying, revolutionary thing, yeah, I get it. You can't even, you understand as a black person, you eventually get to the point because you realize how the world really is. It's not like when you're sitting in your white classrooms with your white fucking teacher, your white history books, whitewashed, filled with lies, dates, all dates are wrong, all off, the wars weren't really what it was, and leaders weren't really as they made you think. Oh yeah, Washington was such a great guy, and Columbus. No, anyway, you come to find no, something else, right? And I get it. It was a while ago. So how can anyone? It was a good while ago. Everything's been so whitewashed anyway, and so indoctrinated. How can you really know what's true? Well, it brings us back. As a black person, I was saying like, so you realize you can't go with white folk. You will never fully be able to go with them. You can get in your white suburbs and make a lot of your white money, get to your white positions, your promotions, have your white desk, dress like them. You can whatever, make yourself look like them. Honey, you'll never be them. They'll always treat you a certain way. Either you're going to be a joke or you're going to be a stuck up bitch. That's what I'm finding right now. It's the same thing. Walk out the room and see how fast those crackers talk about you. For real. Walk out the room and just I'm telling you. Or when a strong black man steps into the room, see how uncomfortable white guys get. I've seen it. I'm telling you, they shift out there. How shitty they are. They no. You see it all over them. They don't like that. They don't. And they don't like it when you raise your voice to them, when you step up to them, when you're not settling for lies and for their bullshit, when you don't allow them to run over you. Yeah, they'll get you shot or something like that. They don't mind that, yet they want to get on the TV. Black Lives Matter. I have black friends. I date black guys. I love black guys. I have my black friends. No, you just love when we're acting ghetto, obnoxious, whatever. When we're entertaining you, we might as well be Chris Tucker or what's his name, Chris Rock on the damn screen. You want us to be comedians. Have you noticed that? When black men make it, it's usually because there's some kind of a comedian. You just want to laugh at us. That's all we are. It hasn't changed. Remember when they put that black man in the zoo? And they made fun of him. He was a, you know what I'm saying? They had statues of black men supposed to be making fun of black men. They had a black man in the zoo. That was a fucking art attraction. We are a freak show. We are an attraction. You like us when we're the thug niggas and shit. We can give you something to laugh at and emulate if you're not gonna steal that shit from us. You like to laugh at us. That's why you keep us around. You like to listen to our songs, bad and bougie. Yeah, my nigga, bad and bougie. You like to emulate us. You love that shit. You like to feel like you can take on certain parts of us without actually getting what it is to be us and still run over us and still control us. And the funny thing is, we let you. Like I said, you get to sit side by side with us saying nigga, 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 and fuck niggas and all this shit. It's not just saying that word. It's everything that comes with all that I'm telling you because you reap the benefits. This is your world. But yet you can still sit beside us and do this whole quote friends thing with us. You can still be cool with us. Like literally, you get to spit in our face, punch us, we get back up. Oh man, that was a good one, man. And we just look right back at you. They just look right back at you. Oh man, I know. It's a joke. It's a cover up. They smile in your face, but that's not the reality. It's a cover up. And we just get right back up after they spit in our face. They punch us. Oh man, that was great. When we just laugh like we're buddies. You remember that clip Amanda show? There was a clip Hillbilly Moment. Knock knock, who's there? She would hit him with something. He'd get right back. He's a dumbass. That's what we are, black people. They're not our friends. They're not our friends. Like, you learn two paths. You'll never fully be able to go with white people. You can't fucking go with your own either. Like, we learned that. And you can't be a revolutionary. You can't be a separatist. Like, because that doesn't work out much either. Like, if you actually pay attention, most of the time that doesn't work or it ends up failing, it ends up just kind of dissipating, going away. Fine, it's never heard of again, or they're exiled, they're put on death row, something, they mysteriously die or something like that, whatever, right? Again, mysteriously, as if they're not fucking killed off. MLK. If y'all white folks want to talk about MLK, talk about that, motherfucker. Talk about how he was shot by a fucking cracker. Talk about that shit. And how long he actually spent up in jail. Yeah. Black people, if we're going to talk about anything that we're going to do, first of all, they've already ruined our history. We do not know ourselves. We do not have our own culture. We do not have our language. We do not have shit. And they know that. We do not have a basis. I'm not talking about just financially. We are so divided. It is disgusting. Males, females. It's like there are no longer men. There are no longer women. Where is the womanhood? I don't see. I don't see an example of that. Where is the manhood? I don't see an example. I don't. Manhood and womanhood is just out the door, especially in the black community. You know that family for black people is basically single black mothers. That's what it is. Go ahead and check out Tommy Sotomayor's channel. Oh, I hate that nigga. No, 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 no. He dishes out some truth. You want to know why he's so hard on black women? It's because he actually gives up. He cares. He tells it as it is. Don't be wrong. He calls them bitches and whores and hood rats. And yeah, those aren't the great examples of womanhood and femininity, though, to emulate. Go ahead and look at the stories he covers. No one makes those people do those things. They naturally, you know, killing their kids and doing this, doing all kinds of nasty stuff and just fighting each other in the streets over a damn piece of chicken, some McDonald's. The stuff that white man loves to feed you and mess you up with. By the way, some of that meat isn't even animal meat. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's not even animal meat. It's a type of animal. It's not a raccoon. It's not chicken. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not the kind of meat you think that you're eating. For real. All this crap. They just make anything look like French fries. They make anything look like this or look like that. But what are you really eating? I'm thinking about a SpongeBob episode. I know. SpongeBob is old, but there was an episode where Krabs, he had sold his shop. I remember that for some reason. It's just like coming to my mind. Okay, I don't watch SpongeBob like that. I don't watch TV. I don't have time to watch anything. I don't, I'm on the go. But for real, for some reason, it just hit my mind. He had sold his shop for a lot of money. And then when new people had gotten a hold of his franchise, they had like this machine where they're making, the patties, the burgers faster. Anyway, so there was a scene where basically Krabs had found out that it wasn't even the real stuff. Like it was like this nasty waste crap. They were literally eating garbage. They didn't know that until they had taken a deeper look. What's that song? Come a little closer than you see. Things aren't always what they seem to be. What do you think these people are really saying? You could flip the switch and open your third eye. Hello? That was a Muse song. The first song was in that Cage the Elephant. Come on now. Yes, all white bands. I understand this. My black people, we need to stop looking back and MLK and Malcolm X and yeah, okay, they were great, but understand they had their time. This is our time now. What are we doing? What are we going to do now? What are we going to do now? This is our time. This is our time to make. This is our time to do. We are making history right now. Don't depend on the white man to give you your history. I'm tired of all these white people trying to tell me about who I am and how I should dress and how my people in Africa used to be. We've grown up like that, okay? Black people, we've grown up in the white classrooms with our white classmates, our white history books, our whitewashed history books. Growing up seeing, policemen and told, these are your friends. Firefighters, these are your friends. These are your protectors. Looking at soldiers, right? So called to be in the Army, Marines. It don't fucking matter. It's all the same, basically, right? And then you grow up and you see that no, these things do not work for you. You may be around these people, but see, yeah, you're not a part of that plan. You're not a part of that grand scheme plan. You start to find that no, things in this world does not work out for you as it works for them. There's a reason for that. Illusion of inclusion. It works every time. Obama, that's why they put a black face up there. Because they know we can't fight him. We won't challenge him. We got a black president. Well, we made it. We won. Just like when we get in a fucking white suburb. I got some money. I finally live in a suburb. I made it. I got a car. I'm able to get every new pair of Jordans. Again, so I made it. All these guys out here wasting their time, black guys. Oh yeah, they blowing all their money on Jordans and gold teeth and gold watches. Again, that's a great plan. They keep us distracted with materialistic bullshit because we're so empty otherwise. We're so empty. We're stripped. We don't know what the hell we are, who we are, why we're, what we're doing here. We don't know, so we have to fill ourselves with other bullshit. Don't worry, the white man really isn't that clever. Once you pick up on their bullshit, you stop being oppressed. So all my people who have been like, I'm a revolutionary and they kind of ditched it, I don't blame you because I was there too. I ditched it. I mean, what's the point? Because you're still living. You come back to reality. You can get together in a room or at a park and chant and rally and, oh yeah, we gonna change something. We gonna start building. We gonna start. Okay, fine, fine, fine. But then you get back into your white world because guess what? Money is what runs things. You get back, oh yeah, I don't care about fuck white money. Yeah, but then guess what? When you're eating out of a can of cat food or something and you're, sleeping under a bus like shuttle, yeah, because you abandoned money and yeah, okay. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna live off the land? Because remember, whites they don't like it when you don't cater to their, money bullshit. They don't like it like when you live off the land either. That's not as a black person. That's just like in general. They arrest people for that, living off the land. So yeah, what are you gonna do? Again, we don't have our own. We can't. Oh, well, we're gonna have our own money. Money is not from us. That's not our shit. We have to abandon that completely. We have to start over fresh. We have to have our own empire, civilization. But again, that's a long way. What is that? There's a song again. Sam Cooke. It's been a long time coming. It's gonna be black people. It's gonna be a long time coming. It is a long road. Now I'm thinking about another scene, Hairspray. There's a light in the darkness, uh, basically, there's a road we've been traveling, lost so many on the way. Black people, we're gonna have to, yes, we're gonna keep losing people. We're gonna have to, yeah, you know, come on. Every civilization they've taken, they've had to fight and war and bloodshed. That's what it is, and we can't say it in March and all that fucking Charlotte riots and then back down once shit actually starts blowing up in our face. Remember, they have a lot more people and they're the ones who produce the damn guns. I'm thinking of a scene right now in Boys in the Hood. Trey's father, look at that billboard, okay? What is that? He starts talking about gentrification. Anyway, so there are these guys in the neighborhood, it's the thugs ruining the neighborhood. They're ruining the neighborhood. No, no, no. Like, well, where do you think? Why is there like a gun shop on almost every other corner? A liquor store on every other corner? Well, because them thugs. No, we don't make the guns. We don't own the guns. It's shipped in here. We don't own any crack planes. So how is that getting in here? It's these so-called soldiers flying that shit in. They're in on it. Sellouts, Masons, all that shit. They'll get higher and higher up in their hierarchies. They'll do the dirty work to receive that money and get the quote good life, get the benefits of that shit. They're the thugs. They are. Going over there, invading these people, their land, and you sit here destroying these cities and these villages, and then and then you show these men of the people as if they're terrorists, they're a threat. I'm not praising all of it, but I'm gonna tell you, again, white men do not like to be challenged. Like you act like these men are crazy because they actually want to stand up for their men, for other men, for the women, and for their children. We just want to call them a terrorist or whatever, but we don't look at these American soldiers as terrorists. You're heroes. You saved us. Black people, they're not saving us. They're just like the pigs. They go along with this shit. They're not saving us. No, it's an illusion of an inclusion. Like, we are not in on it. Like, we need, when we keep looking back on history, we need to remember that we make our history right now. We do. All these riots and these marches ain't crap. Compare the Women's March to the Black March in about 2000, maybe at the most 3,500 something, maybe, but it was like at the most 2,000. Versus the Women's March, it was like 500,000 something, 500,000. Like for real. If that's not a slap in your face, what is? What are we doing right now? What are we gonna change right now? What are we gonna develop? How are we gonna group ourselves together and build right now, slowly but surely? How are we gonna do that? How? We're making history right now, my black people. That's what I'm telling you. So while you celebrate your MLKs, all that, whatever, look back. as those white people love for you to do. Just think about MLK. Just think about Rosa Parks. Think about submission and, nonviolence and throw the whole Christian thing in there. They love that. Go ahead and keep you trapped with that. But for real, white Jesus and all that bullshit. But for real, black people, do not forget where we come from. No, but you know, don't stop the present movement, because we have to very much. What happens to a person when they slow down, when they're not active for a while? I guess what they get stubby, they get, a little bit bigger, they swell up, and it gets harder for them to move. It gets harder for them to operate and do certain things they used to be able to do freely. Black people, we do not need to become stiff or forget who the hell we are. We don't know who we are, but who we are as far as history terms, and who the enemy is. We do not need to forget that. We make our own history right now. So what are we gonna do? What kind of history are we gonna make for ourselves? Don't forget, we're making history right now. We need to document this stuff too. We need to not just video record and hand it into white media, right? No. We need to write it down. I'm telling you, document. Because this is history in the making. We're making history. Every mistake too. All the mistakes, all the glories, hand in hand. I mean, come on. It needs to go hand in hand. The mistakes we made and what we don't want to do again. Progress isn't all. We need to do that. We need to do that as well. We need to document this. We don't need to depend on the white man to do that. Because, again, when we let them get a hold of certain things of ourselves, they're going to mess it up. They're going to, take it on. They're going to steal it from us, or they're going to emulate it as if, it's somehow their own. They've come up with it, or they always had it, or whatever. They're going to make it to be filth. They're going to make it to be a mockery, or it was, whatever. Whatever we had done was wrong, or it wasn't quite as right. And isn't that the way history has always shown us? Whether it's the past, present, and definitely the future. It was, yesterday, it's today, and what we continue to see. Because of what played out today will play into tomorrow. It's the same thing. They do not change, and they will not. It's not up to them to change us. We don't need them to push us and motivate us to change. I don't need you to hand my history over to me that you've already indoctrinated and made to be filthy and put whatever the hell you wanted to, or not, within my memory. That's what they have. They have our memories. We don't know who we are. We're so stripped. We are bare. We are dry, bone dry. We are naked, if you want to think of it like that. We are so bare and so empty. That's just the truth. See, let's fill ourselves up with the history that we can make right now. History in the making, my black people. What are we going to do? Don't let these white crackers control you. Don't let them. Not too much. If they wanted to, if a race war were to break out, like in Charlotte, you get to talking and if a race war breaks out, okay, but then what are you gonna do? Because they have the army, they have the militia, they have the government, they have the fucking bills and laws. Again, this is their shit. They can create a law and fucking take it right on back. All this other stuff, this is just a smoke screen to make us feel like we're included, to make us feel like we actually voted and all this crap. Presidents are selected, not elected. A president, I think it was Roosevelt or something that had said that. Again, you can't count on history, but for real, you can't tell me that you don't see it. Don't count on them and their bullshit systems. If a race war broke out, they would win. They have the man, numbers. They have the numbers, and they also have, the fucking guns and shit backing them up. And that's military. That's militia. We don't have our own military. We don't. We don't have a foundation. We don't have anything. And they know that. And they know that we know that. Or at least that we know. They know that we're going to see that eventually. That's why they don't mind these cute little riots and shit. They laugh at us. Look at them tearing up their own, neighborhoods and stuff. The only little bit that they have, like table scraps that we allow them to have. Look at them going crazy over. They love that shit. They get a kick out of it. And guess what? All they have to do is apologize or show a picture of a pig holding a black baby. You know what I'm saying? And it all's forgiven. They just want us to fucking 2, 3 weeks goes by, and then what? It's like the riot, the movement, the shooting, the killing never happened, and we're just supposed to go on back to our white jobs and our white paychecks and trying to survive. We're not living, we're just surviving. It's a lot of bullshit distractions that are going on. That's all. This isn't living, this is just surviving day by day. Our 9 to 5 jobs. Worrying how we're gonna scrape up enough pennies to get gas and do this and do that. You're constantly paying and repaying for the same crap you already have. You don't think that's a little weird? Well, that's just the world. No, no. We're able to, to make like what you get and no. Anyway, my black people, I said I was gonna turn on the light. Hang on. See, that I'm real. I'm a real person. I have this phone light here, so yeah, it's really from my phone. See it? See it over there? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, hey, I am a real person. I really am. So yeah. Now you've seen a little bit of me, and see that? See my shadow, my hair? That crazy hair. No, that's right. I'm proud of it. Dang, everything's sticking up. And see a little bit of me, and go ahead and do something about it. Like that says right there. Oh, do. Go ahead, do something. Do something. Stop waiting around and, doesn't mean you're lazy. Not completely. I'm telling you, like, we can definitely be lazy and we can be scared and, timid, all that kind of stuff, and nervous, not sure, like, our next move. But stop waiting around for these white folks who don't have your best interest to give it to you or to give you an idea. We do not need them for our ideas. We do not need them. And frankly, I'm tired of them. I'm so tired of them. That's not just when they make you mad. And when you see another random killing, you shouldn't just be getting mad then. Wake up already. Wake up. These are our last days. We are being called. I am telling you. Wake up. Wake up and repent of all this nastiness that this world has and all that. Like, wake up. Love and peace. Uhuru. My black people. Let's get back to our roots.